Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pig Dog's YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. I want to give you enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the Drive-Thru, Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, as we deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who'll be on the show for tonight. All right, we got James Stark with us, Zawacky, Shane Mickle with us, Alex Smart in the center square, Chris Ruffalo, service co-host, coming to us from Las Vegas, Nevada, and Ninos. We're efforting to get Tony Brown weak signal in the casino. He's in the sports book, getting very weak signal out of him, so he's going to try and effort his way through the show. This is how they're going to line up. We're going to make a change in the lineup. It'll be Smart, then we're going to move Mickle to number 2, Ninos, Brown, if we can get him, Ruffalo, Clark, Zawacky, and then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, these Tigers on fire.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you can't necessarily explain. It's some teams just decide to wait and pretty well out of the playoff picture to show up. We've seen it from the Cubs, and now we're seeing it from the Tigers with a couple weeks left to go in the season.
No, we certainly are. All right, let's get started here on the Drive-Thru. Let's welcome Alex Smart to the show. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Pin, where he's off to a really good start in the NFL this year. Alex, what's happening?
A whole happening for this week. We're lost football, a lot of NFL action, and still wrapping up some Major League Baseball as we get into a very interesting part of the year where you can grab some nice underdog winners.
Yeah, definitely underdog winners. I was on a couple yesterday, but it's not about me. It's about Alex Smart here tonight, 9:38 Eastern Time. Angels to host the Astros. The Astros 210 on the road, total of 9.
Yeah, I'm going to do like a complete situation here. I just looked at the mathematics behind this play, and it may not come across this way to a lot of bettors, but we've got a situation here with the Angels. Houston, when they've fallen asleep, when they seem to fall asleep, and I don't know what reason this is, they seem to come into a series, crap out of an opponent, then fall asleep in the second game of the series. And it's like they take nights off. And, and if you look at the roster, there's some players being sit. And you met tonight, but overall with the pitching matchup and all my prognostication, I can spit it out. I've come a certain formula used for certain games. Now, it's close to 45%, so you're going to take this into mind here. And I like the math here behind us. The math behind us taking in Game 2 the Angels here at this hefty underdog number, and the game's going to be a lot closer than I think many of us expect. You got to remember the Angels do produce 4.6 runs per game at home this year, and I'm looking at 4.7 runs. Now I know that's saying that the Astros should still win, but hey, man, with that kind of percentage, according to my numbers anyway, we have value here with the underdog.
All right, it's a value play here on the Angels, plus 179 against Houston. All right, Chris, your thoughts here in this one as the Angels looking to recover from pounding last night.
Yeah, I think Alex stole my word of the day calendar with prognostication, but I think I definitely like the value that we're getting with the Angels here. Personally, I'm not a Packy Naughton fan just because from what I've seen in a small sample size, but I do think that we have a one-run game here, so I think you could find value with the Angels plus 1.5 in this one.
All right, we got value here with the Angels. Looking here, plus 1.5 on Ruffalo, but we got on Alex here, take the plus 179 against Houston Astros. This one has a start time of 9:38 Eastern Time over on MLB Extra Innings Channel. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs. Well, we got a big board of Major League Baseball. We've got 13 games in the prime time hour. What do you have going on over the side? You're just sitting really good in NFL. 470 units of profit.
Well, tonight in baseball, this is the time of year you have to be really fussy with your baseball. I mean, you could just grab away at underdogs all day long and maybe come out with a profit at the end of the numbers all week. But anyway, to make a long story short, I'm just on one selection tonight. I'm very particular on what I look at. And it is a really funny time of year. So you have to be careful with value out there on the board. So if you can find it, I mean, there's profits to be made here.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Alex Smart over at Pig Dog Premium. See the numbers here. 470 units of profit to start the NFL season. Past 30 days showing profit on all his selections here on Pig Dog Premium. He's got his top play for Major League Baseball. He calls it money line smash. Get on board with it for $30. Of course, you can take those winnings, go long-term with Alex Smart over at Pig Dog Premium. Why not get out on one of those long-term passes? He has that 3, 7, and 30 All Sports Pass. You get every play that Alex releases over a Pick Dog Stream for that time period you select. When you go to the profile page and make that purchase, you get that 30-day All Sports Pass. Not only we get NFL, as well as college football, you get into the Major League Baseball playoffs that begin here in a couple of weeks. And of course, the start of the NBA season, which begins here in mid-October. All right, Alex, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you in a couple of days.
Yeah, in a couple of days, maybe we'll have another special betting word for everyone. Okay. Okay,
all right, sounds good. Good night.
Take care.
All right, Alex Smart here on the drive through. All right, let's continue on here, joined by Chris Ruffalo as we continue on here with the show. We're going to go ahead and welcome in Shane Mickle. Shane, you'll find him over at Pick Dog. A very consistent capper. He's been sitting on leaderboards year round. It seems I like you. You find him doing very good work here at this at Pick Dog. Number one in the NBA. Of course, the NBA is just a month away. Shane.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've already started looking at some teams, and I'm ready to get that season started again.
Yep, it's great. You look at some of the ESPN. The drama started already with Ben Simmons. So the NBA started. It's like a soap opera. So right.
Yeah, for sure, and especially us here in Minnesota, keeping a particularly close eye on that. Me personally, I wouldn't really love Ben Simmons on the Wolves, but I guess I can't really complain if he's going to help us get to the playoffs, something that Timberwolves fans aren't all that used to.
No, they're not. It's been a while. All right, tonight in baseball, 9:40 Eastern Time, Athletics, the host, the Mariners here. Athletics laying $1.38, total of 8.5.
Yeah, for some reason it seems that Vegas keeps disrespecting the Mariners, and honestly, the Mariners and Athletics are pretty similar records overall. The Mariners are actually been better on the road this year than they've been at home. Identical almost to what the A's have done on their home ballpark. And I think the better pitcher in this game is Marco Gonzalez. Marco Gonzalez, each game he comes in, you're going to get about 6 innings from him. You're going to get 3 runs. Paul Blackburn comes to the mound. You really don't know what you're going to get with him. One game he might give up 1 or 2 runs. But the next game he's going to go, 2.2 innings, 3.1 innings, and give up 4 or 5 runs. The Mariners won the first game in the series 4-2. If this is a lower scoring game, I think the Mariners have an advantage. And if it's a higher scoring game, the Mariners bats have the advantage too. I'm going to take the Mariners getting the plus money. All
right, we got Shane here taking the Mariners here with Gonzalez plus 112 against the Astros. All right, Chris, looking here at the Athletics. This is a team that's really been let down in the month of September by their bullpen.
Yeah, they have been, and it's at the worst possible time. And I always say the teams that are used to winning in September usually do, but it hasn't been that way for Oakland. I like Seattle as well. I'm a Marco Gonzalez fan. He's always a gamer. He's always ready to go. And like Shane said, Paul Blackburn, you never know what you're going to get. He's got an ERA just under 5 in the majors this season. I think it's close to the same in the minors when he was there. Yeah, I like the value with the Mariners in this spot as well.
Mariners plus 112 here, not against the Astros, but against the Athletics. This one here has a start time here of 9:40 Eastern Time. You can watch it over on MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, Shane, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Stream tonight. Well, we got 13 games in prime time for Major League Baseball. You're looking good here past 7 days, 509 units of profit. What do you have going on over at the site?
I got a 3-pack tonight. My top MLB game of the week is going off, $29.95. We're up on something long term. I bumped off $50 off my NFL college football combo. I've gotten off to hot starts in both of those, especially the NFL, so no better time than now to hop on that. And then keep an eye on. I'm going to be releasing my NBA season pass pretty soon, and it's going to be the cheapest it's going to be all year at the beginning of the season. So I've been hot in that the last few years, so hop on one of those packages and let's make some money.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Shane Mickle over at Pick Dogs. Premium season numbers 509 units of profit past 7 days. Did you look on the board here? He's showing profit past 30 days. Even for this year, he's got his Tuesday night MLB 3-pack, which includes MLB Play of the Week on there. So get on board with his 3-pack. Affordable price, just $30. And, of course, you can take those winnings and go long-term with Shane. Why not try him out for that 7-day All Sports Pass? When you get the 7-day pass, you'll get all of Shane's plays for the week from Major League Baseball, but you'll get all his Week 4 plays from college football. You'll get his entire Week 3 card from the NFL. That's a really good value there. And, of course, you can take those winnings after the 7-day period and go long-term with Shane because he does have an NFL and college football season pass. Every football play from Shane, college football, the NFL, would include regular season playoffs and the bowl games. All right, Shane, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk in a couple days.
Sounds good. Have a good night, guys.
All right, Shane Mickle here on the drive-thru. All right, we'll continue on here with the show, joined by Chris Ruffalo. Reminder, guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, all get started with that morning show at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We got Mitch, Zawacky, Brian Bittler. Of course, Joe Madden has been a new addition to the show. And, of course, that YouTube membership, VIP, really good value. Follow the link below. Get signed up to that. And, of course, we're here Monday through Friday with the drive-thru at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, giving you live free sports for the games in prime time. And, of course, we'd like your help here. Help us with our audience. Build up our audience with those likes, those thumbs up, Chris. It really helps us out.
Absolutely, Tony, they do. I always say it's the measuring stick of what we do at Pick Dogs, because without the support of everyone who watches our content and watches, the drive-thru in the morning show, there wouldn't be a Pick Dogs. So let us know that you guys like what we're doing. Give us those thumbs up. Helps us out a ton, and it's only going to give you bigger and better things the more support we get. So keep them coming in. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, keep those likes, those thumbs up coming in. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Looks like we don't have a signal for Tony Brown. We were trying to effort to get him on the show. We have his pick, so if he's unable to sign in throughout the show, we'll be sure to give you his pick because we got his pick from it. But no, I don't see him up here on the show signed in. So let's continue on here on the drive-thru. It's time to bring in El Ninos. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. El, what's happening?
It's coming off a pretty good day, so feeling pretty good. Got myself a new dog today, and I was busy cleaning him up, so I almost ran late for the show, but we made it in time, and got a great pick for everyone tonight.
Absolutely. All right, let's go. We got that 9:40 Eastern Time. Diamondbacks to host the Braves. The Braves laying $1.55, total of 9.5.
Yeah, they are. It's a pretty damn good. Sorry, it's a pretty good price for the much better team here. Jesse Chavez will be opening with Tuki Tucson getting most of the innings after him. For the Braves, going up against Luke Weaver here in Arizona. Chavez should get them off to a good start, while the Braves should get to Weaver early and often. Weaver had a little run with 3 solid starts, but gave up 3 earned runs in each of his last 2 starts. And 4 earned the last time he faced these Braves. So, yeah, as I said, we're getting a great price here on the much better team. It is a little juicy still, so we will be looking at the run line. But I, of course, as usually when it's priced like this, I usually like to put some insurance on the money line as well and cover my run line with another bet on the money line as well. But going with the run line here for the show. They should win pretty big. I think they did last night.
All right, he's going here with the El Ninos here is going to go with the pick. It's going to be on the Atlanta Braves here, run line -1.5 runs at -105 against Arizona. All right, Chris. Well, only issue I have here with this one, Chris, is I'm looking here at the home record for Weaver. A little better at home this year with his 6 starts.
True, he has been better at home, but it's still the Arizona Diamondbacks, and it's a team that's been hard to get behind for much of anything. It's almost like that team that you don't want to bet on them 23 times in a row only to be right that one time that you were on them, because then you still lost 23 times before that. So, I mean, I like the Braves here. It is a little bit juiced for my liking, but I think if forced to make a pick here, I would lean towards the Braves in the run line.
All right, Alice, on the Braves run line -1.5 runs, -105 against the Diamondbacks. You get started here at 9:40 Eastern Time, MLB X Ratings channel. All right, now let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. 13 games in prime time hour from Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I got my 3-pack with my 3 best bets of the night. This could have very well been a 4th premium pick, but got my 3 best bets there. 1 nice dog and 2 great picks there with it. So check it out. Great value. All right,
guys, get on board here with El Ninos over at Pick Dog Premium. Coming over a really good day here on Tuesday. 386 units of profit from Monday as we move now into Tuesday. And if you view Pick Dogs Premium, you'll find that El has a 3-pack going on right now. His 3 best bets from Major League Baseball, all at one low price, $40 for his 3-pack. You can also take those winnings and go long-term with El. He has that 3, 7, and 30 on Sports Pass. You'll get every play that El releases over at Pick Dogs Premium for that period of time you select when you go to the profile page and you make that purchase. By the way, if you had a second capper, we have a 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater savings there. All right, El, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk with you down the line.
All right, we'll see you next week, Tony.
All right, now Nino's here on the drive-thru here, done by Chris Ruffalo. Let's continue on here on the show. It's your turn. Chris Ruffalo is up next here with his pick for tonight. And, of course, he's looking at this Rays and Toronto Blue Jays. What a surprise. This is the game he'll be looking at here. Rays, the host of Blue Jays, 7 Eastern Time. Rays $1.10, total of 8.5.
of all the people that pick their home teams on this show, you decided to pick on me with the Blue Jays. That's not fair. No, I'm looking at this game because I watched the game last night, and it was tight for most of it before the Rays kind of blew it open late. But, with Robbie Ray, you would have thought that maybe that might have been Toronto's best chance behind an AL Cy Young, possibly favorite right now with Ray, but didn't shake out that way. That's fine. I think the Jays are going to get some revenge with Alek Manoah on the mound tonight. Alek Manoah, he's not pitching like a rookie this year. 6-2, ERA just over 3. But you look at against the division-leading Rays this season. Manoah's, yes, he had one rocky start at Tropicana Field where he gave up a couple of earned runs over 3 2/3 of work, but he still struck out 9 in that game. And the other 2 games, the 2 games at home, he threw 15 shutout innings, including probably his best start as a pro, with 8 runs of 1 hit shutout ball, striking out 10 against.
Oh! Looks like we're losing signal here from Chris here. He likes the Blue Jays here in this one. I don't know if he can get his internet restored, but anyway, it's something with that Vegas internet today. We have Tony Brown having trouble getting on, and of course we have Chris Ruffalo in Vegas having difficulty getting on, or we're losing some of his signal here. But I will say here that Chris Ruffalo did turn in his pick. He likes the Blue Jays plus 110, under 8.5. So he kind of came in with like a little parlay here, plus 260. Blue Jays plus 110, under 8.5 here. And I will say this about Manoah. He has pitched well, but don't sleep on Drew Rasmussen. He's been sharp. He's been pitching really well. 8 starts, 7 earned runs allowed, ERA 1.97, whip of 0.81. So this is a really tough matchup. That's why you see the line real close. We're back here with us, Chris.
Okay, we're good. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just going to say, Drew Rasmussen, he's been pitching well in 6 starts since being brought up in a starting role for the Rays. I think he's 3-1, 133 ERA this season, if I'm not wrong. But you look at those starts. He's played the Boston Red Sox 3 times. He's played the Jays. He's pitched against the Phillies. And he's not going to make it easy. But you know what? I like Toronto to win this game. I think they win it in a playoff-type atmosphere, keeping this one under the number. I could see a 4-3 game here, maybe even 3-2. But like I said, I like Toronto to win. And if you parlay that up with under 8.5, you get a pretty nice plus 260 return.
All right, we got Chris here going with the hotter bats here with the Toronto Blue Jays, really good hitting team. So is Tampa Bay, but of late, Toronto been playing a little better form here. Plus 110 against the Tampa Bay Rays, and of course the under 8.5. You like the under in this one as well?
I do like the under. Yes, we talk about the Jays and how I'm not trying to sound like a homer here, but potentially the most potent lineup in baseball, at least over the last month. Number 1 in OPS, number 1, I believe, batting average as well. But this is still a team that's really good defensively. Maybe not as good as the Rays in terms of protecting runs from coming up on the board, but I think it's a playoff type atmosphere. I think the win means just a little bit more to Toronto, as the Rays are already leading that division.
Blue Jays plus 110 and the under here in the game here at 8.5. The return plus 260. All right, this one has a start time of 7 Eastern time. This is your game on ESPN. It's doubleheader game on ESPN, and we have a game on Fox, which we'll get to a little later in the show. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Premium tonight. Well, 13 games in prime time in Major League Baseball, 449 units of profit past 30 days. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, we're still profiting over the last 30 days. It's just been a matter of consistency. And tonight, I got 2 single plays on the board. I got my MLB Mountain mismatch, 1 mismatch on the board that I think we all have to take advantage of. Or my Diamond Dog. There's 1 underdog on the board that I really like as well. Got both of those up there for $25 a piece. Or for an extra, I think $29.95, you can have 2 more days worth of plays. Lead you all the way up through my favorite day of the week, Whale Bet Wednesday. And Thursday, where you'll have that Thursday night football game in there most likely, or hop on a week, whether it's not just me, or 30 days where it's just me or another capper as part of the 2-for-1 deal. And you'll get football, you'll get a bunch of NFL, college football, MLB with the playoffs just around the corner. And like Tony said earlier, NBA's coming up too. So check those out, check the season passes out. It's all over at Pick Dogs Premium for you guys to find out.
So, all right, guys, get on board with Chris Ruffalo over at Pick Dog Premium, showing a nice profit here the past 3 days. He has 2 baseball plays for you up on the board right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's MLB Mountain Mismatch, MLB Diamond Dog, Dogs Barking here. So get on board here with Chris Ruffalo. And, of course, he talked about his long-term passes, his 3, 7, and 30 sports pass. If you want to get on board with an NFL and college football season pass, he has that at an affordable price of $750. It'll be every play that Chris releases from the NFL as well as college football. And it also includes the postseason. You got your playoffs as well as your bowl games. All right, let's continue on here on the drive. Speaking of NBA, it's about less than a month away now, Chris.
It's coming up so fast, Tony. I don't want to say I'm not ready for it. I'm ready for it, but I'm not ready with how fast it's coming up because, you blink. We said earlier, you blink and it's college football and NFL. Now you're blinking and it's NBA. NHL's following up right behind. Man, it's going to be a great fall this year over at Pick Dogs.
Sure will. And of course, a quick turnaround here. We'll see how that'll impact the Milwaukee Bucks and Phoenix Suns. Will these two teams looking to fade? We'll see how that goes as the season begins here in less than a month away here. Of course, here on the drive-thru, we're a Monday through Friday show. We cover a lot of NBA. I know there's some footballs on Monday, Thursdays, Fridays, but man, I tell you, there'll be a lot of NBA coverage here as well as the baseball playoffs. So make sure you make it a date with us. Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. This is your place to tune in. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. It's time for our buddy James Clark. James Clark, you'll find him over at Pick Dogs. Prim came in with the over. Yeah, we didn't get a baseball prop with him, but he gave us a winner from Monday Night Football with that over in the Packers and Lions game. So let's go ahead and bring in James Clark right now. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs. Prim, James, what's happening?
Not much, guys. How y'all doing?
Doing pretty good. I know you had a pretty good NBA season.
Oh, yeah, buddy. And I'm excited to look for it again. I led the NBA. I was number one about all year until the playoffs. Shane got real hot, man, and he was on fire and took over. But, that's a good thing to do, If you grab me and Shane, you have NBA all year, 1 and 2, last year. So, grab us and like I said, I'm excited about the NBA coming on, and I love NBA like I love football and college, and I hope everybody took advantage of the over last night and the Adam Duvall home run I gave out too.
Yeah,
I hope
James,
everybody took advantage of both of those.
James has been great to us here on the drive-thru. You also find him some of the weekend shows as well with Mitch and company. But tonight we're going to be looking at a home run prop. What you got for us?
Yeah, I'm looking at this Boston Mets game, guys. I like Kyle Schwarber to hit a home run at plus 400. Guys, that's an awesome deal, plus 400. And why it is, I'm going to tell you, well, the last 5 games he's hit 1 home run. Well, the last 10 games he's hit 3 home runs. But the last 5 meetings against the Mets, he's hit 3 home runs in the last 5 meetings against the Mets. I don't know what it is. He must like hitting home runs against the Mets pitchers. But, he's going to – I look for him tonight to hit a home run and cash his ticket at plus 400, guys.
All right, we got Schwarber here to hit a home run here at plus 400, Chris.
Yeah, it's going to be tough with Marcus Stroman. Marcus Stroman been pitching well, but I think like James said, Schwarber has a history with the Mets from his time in Washington. He's definitely one of the many power threats on the Red Sox, so I think you could make a case for the heavy value with Schwarber in this one.
All right, Schwarber here plus. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, James.
I was going to say against Schwarber, I looked at his numbers. He's 3 for 6 with 1 home run, batting 400 against him. So I really like these numbers against Schwarber.
All right, left-handed bat here over in Boston here against the Mets. So that game, we're going to have that pick for you. By the way, Tony Brown was on that game. We'll have it during the recap. But for the James's play here on the home run prop, Kyle Schwarber to hit home run at plus 400. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Prim. Well, where you're doing off to a really good start this season in college football. 446 units documented over at Pick Dogs Prim. What do you have going on over at the site?
I got a 3-pack going on, guys. It's my James Clark's home run winners from cold to gold. And 3 of the best MLB plays that I really like. There's a lot of MLB plays out there tonight, but these are the 3 best that I really like. Guys, after we go 3-0, upgrade 3, 7, or 30 days. Or guys, check out that football packages. I had first 2 weeks was good. Last week, you hit a bump in the road, but we keep grinding. Like I say, I think football is my best capping sport, and I'm ready to get them units back, and I can't wait for this weekend. But tonight, I got 3 winners that I really like, so jump on those or team me up with any of these awesome guys. It's on the show or it's even on the site. I say this every time I'm on the show. We got the best cappers in the world, and we do. I'm going to keep saying it every time I'm on there. If people's tired of hearing it, that's because I'm telling the truth. So grab both of us and or any of us, and put some money in your pocket, guys.
That's right. Get money in your pocket here with James Clark over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers: 446 units of profit documented. If you go to Pick Dogs Premium, you check out James' profile page. There the plays are graded immediately, so you can add them all up. It all adds up this season. 446 units of profit. He's got his 3-pack up there, Major League Baseball. He calls it his home run winners from coal to gold. His 3 MLB best bets are yours, and it's for $40 right now. When you go over to Pick Dogs Premium and get on board with that, and of course, you can take the winnings, go long term with James. He does have his football season passes up right now. He'll combine NFL and college football for one low price of $685. Every play from James Clark, NFL and college football this season, includes the regular season, postseason, playoff games, as well as the bowl games. All right, James, as always, great having your show. Continue that success. We'll talk to you a little later here on the recap.
All right, Tony. I appreciate you having me on the show, buddy, and I'll see y'all in a few minutes.
All right, James Clark here on the drive. You guys continue on here with the show, as joined here by Chris Ruffalo. For some reason, doesn't look like we'll be able to get Tony Brown on the show tonight. He was having some internet issues trying to sign in. If you're looking for Tony Brown's display, we will give it to you guys during the recap, because I do have, let me just see if I can take a peek to see if I can see. Nope, I don't see James. Nope, I don't see Tony Brown here on my screen here. So it looks like he's having some connection issues in Las Vegas. He was on location like Vegas Casino, couldn't get the signal in. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's time to welcome Rod Zawacky to the show. You'll find him here over on Pick Dogs Premium. He's on our show Tuesday and Fridays, and we're on for this Tuesday show. We got him with the baseball pick, so let's go ahead and bring in Rod Zawacky. He's also part of that morning crew every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern time. 11 a.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday. The weekends, it's 10 a.m. Eastern time. Let's bring him in right now. Rod, what's happening?
Having a good Tuesday. It's a little bit hot here, warmed up, so ain't complaining. Ain't complaining about today at all.
No complaint whatsoever. Warming up across the country, and tonight you'll be looking at the game Midwest here at 7:40 Eastern time. Cubs to host the Twins. The Cubs land $1.18, total of 8.
You bet. We're looking at the Twins here. We got Jax on the mound. He's got a nice 6.65 ERA. Alex Mills gets the start for the Cubs. He's got a 4.5 ERA. Now you look at these two pitchers, and I don't think either one of these equate in who's going to get the win. You look at the Twins; they're 11-5 their last 16 interleague road games versus a team with a losing record. Cubs 1-6 their last 7 versus a right-handed starter. 0-4 after scoring 5+ runs in a previous game. Cubs also 0-4 their last 4 interleague games versus a right-handed starter. Cubs are also 0-6 in their last interleague home games. So we're going to take the Twins here on the money line. I think the Twins, who have been playing way better in the second half than what they have to start off the year. Too bad they didn't get that going from the beginning of the year. They probably would have been hanging in there right there. Take the Twins on the money line. Beat up the Cubs.
All right, Rod here on the Twins to beat up the Cubs with plus money here, Chris. Of course, Griffin Jax has been pounded here, even on the road in ERA near 7.
Well, that's what I was going to ask, Rod, because I didn't have much skin in the game on this one, but I did see Griffin Jackson inflated ERA, and the Cubs have been hitting the ball pretty well. And Alec Mills not a pitcher I trust. So I was leaning to the over here in terms of a total. I wanted to see. I'm not trying to buy an extra pick out of Rod, but I was wondering what are you thinking on that one.
Why not?
Why not, right? So for me, I like the over. You know me, I love giving out winners and making people some money. So I like the over there as well. You look, Twins 4-0 to the over in their last 4 interleague games. Cubs, they are 5-0 to the over their last 5 games altogether. And of course, with these two starters with those ERAs, I love the over. You can pair that up. You take the Twins on the money line, take the over 8, nice plus 290. So that's definitely in my radar and wheelhouse. Take the Twins on the money line, take the over in this game.
He likes the over with 2 poor pitchers, but you see a total of 8. So first thing I look at here is the win. 15 miles per hour in, Rod. Does that bother you?
Nah, that doesn't bother me at all. They can still. The ball doesn't have to leave the park. They can still crush them inside the park and still do round and round and round the bases they go.
Yep, round. Yeah, that's right. Hard hit contact. That's it. Hard hit.
You may not see as many home runs, but I think they still crush it.
All right, Minnesota Twins plus 107 against the Cubs, and he likes also the over in this one. This one has a start time, 7:40 Eastern time, over on MLB Extra News Channel. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. 13 games in prime time. What do you have going on over at the site?
For me tonight, we have had a nice winning 3 out of the last 4 nights. 3-0 last night to start the week. Crushed it. So jump on over, and I've got my Tuesday triple play for you. And that includes my 10-star total diamond crusher of the week. Love this total in an MLB game tonight. Plus 2 others. Jump on over, grab that triple. After you win this, guaranteed upgrade 3 days, 7 days, 30 days. That's your best deal going. If not, they got the 2-for-1. Pair me up with Tony. Tony had a great day yesterday. I see. Sure, he crushed it and went 3-0 as well. So pair me up with Tony T. He's been crushing it. Ruffalo's been crushing it. Pair me up with anybody. You can see we've all been doing good.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Ron Zawacky over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's got his Tuesday triple play. He's been rolling, winning 3 out of the past 4 days. 3-0 yesterday's action. Excited with these 3 best bets in Major League Baseball. Get on board with those. And, of course, you can take those winnings, go long-term with Rod with that 3, 7, and $30 sports pass every play that Rod releases over at Pick Dogs. When you get that $30 sports pass, you get Rod's plays for 30 days. It would include Major League Baseball. It would include NFL, college football. NHL is set to begin October 12th. That's right. And you'll get at least 3 or 4 days of NBA as well from Rod Zawacky. So, Rod, pretty soon we're at that point where all these sports collide.
You bet. I love it. This is when things get so busy. You sleep? We'll sleep that when I'm dead. We'll get to sleep when I'm dead. We'll just get more winners is what we'll do. Work even harder. That's right. And, of course, Rod will show us your 64-ounce coffee cup. We'll be back in action coming back in October. Definitely. So far, we're just been on this little guy here. We'll definitely have to go to the bigger jumbo one. You'll see me get bigger. Right. It's going to get bigger. All right, Rod. Have yourself a great evening. Oops, we got Rod. Have yourself a great evening, Rod. We'll tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern for a morning show. But I've also mentioned you're also part of the YouTube VIP members, which is from great value there. You bet. The VIP best deal at sports betting. You get a premium pick from me, Joe, Brian, and Mitch. You get one of those, sometimes 2 of those. There are many days that we'll give out 2 premium plays. That's at least 120 premium plays a month. The pack they'd only cost you $100. That's less than $1 per premium play that you get, and we give out way more than just the premium plays. You also get the consensus report included. That's a $50 deal for a month. Can't go wrong. Sign up. Just follow the link below. Join VIP YouTube Premium. VIP YouTube Premium. Follow the link below and get signed up. All right, Rod, have yourself a great evening. We'll tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. You guys have yourself a wonderful evening, and definitely tune in tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern. All right, Rod Zawacki here on the drive. We'll continue on. Tony Brown was set to appear on our show. He had poor connection, but we do have his pick, and we'll give it to you during the recap, which is 1 pick away. So it's now time for my selection tonight. No, I'm not going to take the Orioles again. I'm not going to press my luck. 2-0 with the Orioles, and that was a pretty good score there. I would have never thought. I said they weren't going to shut them out, but they shut them out, right? You know what? I will give you kudos for that one. I was bold, but fortune favors the bold. So that was a nice call, Tony. Yeah, we took that one. Coming off a pretty good day. Well, we're going to come in tonight with this Padres and Giants game at 10 Eastern time, and we finally got the confirmed it's Musgrove. I don't know what took so long. You're in a playoff push. You better have your most reliable starter up there. But I'm going to go against Musgrove in this one. I'm going to be looking here at the Giants, who are in this little battle here with the Dodgers as they're trying to win the NL West. The Giants minus 115 here against the Padres. And, Kevin Gausman, well, he's allowed 3 earned runs or fewer in 9 of his past 10 starts. He faced the Padres 4 times this year, allowing 7 earned runs in 24 innings of work. The team is 3-1 in those games. Joe Musgrove, well, past 3 starts, 8 earned runs allowed in 17 of their innings. Padres have lost 8 of 10. In that period, they're hitting just .214 against right-handers. Their bullpen and ERA near 6, a whip of 1.43. Giants in much better form here, Chris. I got to take the Giants here minus 115. Tony, I got to admit, I'm on you with the Giants as well. It's still weird for me to say that Kevin Gausman's his team ace, but that's the way he's pitched this year. But something I wanted to find out from you is we see this argument, this whole thing that's been blown up between Fernando Tatis and Manny Machado in the dugout. And I think at this point of the year, do you think it's going to galvanize the Padres down the stretch over the last couple of weeks, or you think it's done like dinner?
When you see some chemistry issues like that, it's pretty hard to say. Some players can just work through it, and some can't. I mean, I can give you examples when it's helped teams and when it's hurt teams. I think about there's been no bigger zoo than Billy Martin. If you go back in time, look at the history of baseball. New York Yankees had all kinds of clubhouse distractions, but when they got on the field, they still won the game, right? But it's. The thing is the Padres have underperformed. They have not rose to the occasion. They have against lesser teams. They haven't shown up. Yeah, they get up for the Dodgers and look their best. But when Dodgers aren't in town, it's just a flat Padres effort night in and night out. They've also been hurt. Lamet was supposed to be one of their starting pitchers. They've been hurt a little bit there in the starting rotation. They've kind of went south. Darvish has been disappointing as well.
Yeah, not to mention you throw in Ryan Weathers, who's been flat for much of the season, if not, getting destroyed. And Chris Paddock hasn't panned out to what he thought he'd be. And I think to add to your point, I just think that there's maybe a level of maturity that you have to worry about with a young player like Tatis. And still a young player like Machado. He's still in his late 20s. So I'm with you. I worry that maybe, the level of maturity isn't up to the point where they can just sort of look past it and play the game.
Well, that was the reason why the Dodgers let go of Machado. The whispers were he just wasn't a good clubhouse guy. That was the thing with Machado with L.A. And with L.A., they like the chemistry, and he just wasn't a proper fit. And that's what you heard with Machado. He just wasn't a proper fit. Maybe he was kind of a rental player for L.A.
Yeah, and it's still weird. I think it's Jace Tingler saying, "Oh well, he's a leader in the clubhouse," and it's just like, are you sure? I don't know. I've never heard the words Manny Machado and leader in the same sentence unless it was leader in the strikeout department.
Well, that's usually what happens. You have some players that side with Machado, the others will side with the other players, and it's kind of like they're on their own little islands. It's not really a team. But it wasn't Al McMorty said, baseball is just a sport with a bunch of individual play, right? It's a bunch of individuals playing. It's not really a team sport, right? It's you against the pitcher, right? And of course, it's not your ultimate team sport like basketball is, where you got to pass to certain players, you cover for players defensively. It's really more individual, pitcher versus batter, most of the time.
Yeah, and it's up to position players. Literally, that's why it's to that point, position players. You have to. It's a guy throwing from third to a guy throwing from first. It's not like it's back and forth and 5-6 passes in a sequence. It's one player to one player, and usually that's your out.
Yep, absolutely. All right, guys. Giants here, -115 against the Padres. This is your game on Fox. Fox is going to show a game tonight. So welcome to the party, Fox, for their midweek coverage here. A good game. It's not like usually you get the bottom, like the Orioles against the Tiger, some lesser teams. They finally got it right here tonight with this Giants and Padres game on Fox. And I have two plays over at Pig Dog. My two best plays from Major League Baseball. This would have been part of my 3-pack, but this game we waited so long for them to make Musgrove a confirmed starter that I couldn't make it part of my 3-pack, but this would have been my premium play for me today, Chris. We've all had those days, right? It wasn't confirmed. I want the confirmed starter when I put it in there.
Oh yeah, of course. You always want the confirmed starter, but it's just like one of those things where it's just like they knew, and I could see them. I could see them working in the office over here. Tony T wants this as a premium, so maybe we should leave it for a little bit.
Yeah, this would have been part of my 3. I have two plays up there, my two best plays from Major League Baseball. Get on board. I'm also part of the 2-for-1 capper promotion. You can match me up with another capper, with Chris, with Rod Zawacki, Alex Smart, Tony Brown, El Nino, Shane Mickle, of course, Big Al McMorty, with the 3, 7, and $30 Sports Pass, that 2-for-1 capper promotion, your best value over there at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue now with the show. And now it's time. It is time for our recap, and we're also going to welcome James Clark in here. We'll also get you that pick from Tony Brown. And, of course, Tony Brown should be on the show tomorrow on Thursday, so we'll try and get a money line play from him. Remember, he's been good to us with those money lines. In the first 2 weeks of NFL, he had the Houston Texans week 1 and came in with the Raiders in week 2. So we'll see. We'll get a light goal for tomorrow, and we can see if we can get Tony Brown with an NFL money line. But we'll get started here. It was Alex Smart here with the Angels +179 against the Astros. Tony Brown, here's his play. Red Sox money line -1.5 runs, +137 against the Mets. We had El Ninos on the Braves run line -1.5 runs at -105 against the Diamondbacks. Shane Mickle says Mariners +112 against Athletics. Chris was on the Blue Jays +100. Take the under 8.5 at +260 for those to hit as a parlay. James, Kyle Schwarber to hit a home run +400. Rod Zawacky Twins +107 against the Cubs. Yours truly, Giants -115 against the Padres. Let's go to Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Tony, I got to stick with you here. I really like the San Francisco Giants over we'll say a dysfunctional Padres club at the moment.
All right, dysfunctional Padres, no doubt about that. All right, let's go to James. James, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I got to stay with the panel here. Tony, I like your pick too. The Giants, -1.5. You got all the fighting going on in the Padres, and not only that, Tony, you've been red hot on baseball, man. Been on the leaderboards. You know, you always give us a shout out, so I'm giving you a shout out here, man. You've been killing it in baseball, and I really like this play you got here.
I appreciate that. Yeah, the Giants here -115. The Padres bullpen has not been performing well, and that's another reason. But it's been a mess there with San Diego. You know, I'm going to take – I like the under with the Blue Jays and the Rays. I'm not going to take the side on that one, but I will go under. I like Drew Rasmussen. Chris didn't like that too much. But I like the under 8.5. Forget the parlay. I like personally under 8.5 with that Rays Blue Jays. I think we have a good pitching matchup here in this one. All right. That'll do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Tune in again tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do this all over again. We'll have 8 cappers booked on the show. Give them out live free sports picks for the games in prime time. I'll let you know some of the guys tomorrow. We'll have James Clark back here, Chris Ruffalo. We got Mitchell be on the show tomorrow. Big Al McMorty will also be on the show tomorrow, so tune into that. All right, let's bring in the crew for tonight's show. We're going to wave yourself good night. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow live